Okay, guys, let me know who's here and we can get started. Let me know you can see the screen and you can hear me. Okay, let's get started. Thanks, Dennis. Okay, so not sure how many people will be here. We've sold about 250 units of the Easy Custom GPT Builder, so I was hoping we would get a few extra people in today. Jerry is here, Dennis is here. Okay, I'm sure there's still more people to come in. Anyway, we've got a lot to cover, and I'm going to try to break this into two sessions, okay? The second session is going to be more monetization methods, okay? But I need to get across in this session the power of what you got in your hands, okay? What you're able to do now that you've got a tool like this, that you can knock out multiple AI tools every single day, okay? And session 2, we will get into more of what we can do with the promotional side, the money-making side, the audience building side of it, okay? So take some notes, and this training is going to be bonkers, as Jeremy Kennedy would say, okay? Because the possibilities using a tool like this is quite incredible, okay? So I would take an educated guess, and I would say that the majority of Easy Custom GPT Builder customers do not realize the power of what's available to them, okay? So I'm going to try and break that down for you and show you some real possibilities of what we can do, okay? So it's not just a nice little handy tool that we can use. It's actually the key to traffic, growth, and profits, okay? I've mapped out some things to do in a system using this as the engine to be able to drive it, okay? So that I can use giveaways on multiple platforms for the purpose of building an audience and eventually monetizing that audience, okay? Now, when we talk about monetizing audiences, we need to be careful. I spoke to a guy yesterday. I created an account on TikTok, okay? What I want to do is I'm going to create videos for giveaways, and I'm going to distribute those videos across different social media platforms. So I joined TikTok yesterday, brand new account, and I just typed in the word marketing, and I found some marketers that I was quite familiar with. One of them is really well known. Now, I don't know if somebody has made an account and copied him or imitating him or whatever. The conversation started with, he reached out to me after I followed him, and he said, how are you doing? How's your finances? I thought, what a weird question. And then he followed up, well, I've got something better. And that was even more weird. And I said, I haven't got time for that, mate. I've got no time for distractions. I've got too much to do. Yeah, but I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you that. And I just started to get so irritated with this guy. And I was really disappointed because I actually thought he was a very, very good marketer. But that's equivalent to going up to a girl in the bar and say, hey, how's your sex life? And just following through like I'm the greatest lover that ever existed or something. And that was just really, really, really annoying and disappointing that I was getting that kind of disrespect basically from somebody who I thought was a good marketer. So you've got to be careful the way that we approach this. So what we want to do is we want to approach this with a user first mentality, okay? And that means that we're going to use them to start to build a community on social media, okay? A community that we can build some know, like, and trust with social media platforms. That includes Twitter, that includes Facebook, that includes Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Okay, now I'm going to show you as well how we can create videos really quickly and really easily, in the faceless videos, and you can do them very fast, I mean, extremely fast. Okay. So it's nice, quick, and easy. And then all you have to do is post them. Okay. Now there are tools you can use, that are automation tools you can use. I've been researching them. I've been going down a deep rabbit hole researching this stuff over the past few days. So we will do a session for the fight back traffic systems in a couple of weeks, where I will go through what I'm doing for my business. Okay, because what we're doing with the fight back traffic systems in reality is me rebuilding and rebranding my business, and you can get to see the systems and strategies that I'm putting in place. So if you're not part of the WhatsApp group, when I give you this document later, you will see there's links at the bottom to be able to join the WhatsApp group. Okay. And it's a small community. It's a friendly community. It's an informative community as well. Okay. And I want to keep it that way. It is not a support desk. If you need help, you can always DM myself or Stephanie, but it is not a support desk. It's there for people to ask questions, get answers, and for me to drop in strategy things. And one of the advantages is that when we release new stuff, which is very, very often, the people in the WhatsApp group will get discounts. Okay. More so than anywhere else. Okay. So anyway, let's kick on with this. Okay. So first, about this easy custom GPT builder. Okay. As I mentioned before, it's not just a neat, handy little tool. Okay. It's simple, but the best tools often are. The real engine behind that tool is the custom instructions generator. Okay. That was perfected. That was tweaked over time. It wasn't just created overnight. It was created and improved, tweaked and improved again and again. Okay. And we got it to a place where it's actually very, very good at what it does. Okay. But you know, the best tools often are very simple, and they should be simple for us to be able to use without a huge learning curve, and just to be able to get stuff done and keep moving forward. Everything we're doing with internet marketing, we need to be able to do it without feeling some tech bottleneck, and being able to move forward really quickly. If we can do that, then we can break through and we can make some progress. Okay. Now, anybody can use this without a learning curve, and it's so much more if we include it as part of a system. Okay. So what I'm doing, especially with the fight back traffic systems, is I'm building systems, and where I can, I will build a tool to help with the stage of a system. Okay. And so there's multiple systems. There might be multiple tools per system, depending on what it is. Okay. Now, first, I gave a doc. It's in the tutorial area. It's an ideas template. So I want to just cover quickly, just over a couple of minutes, how to use them, how to expand on them, and how to add your own sort of voice, ideas, etc. to them as well. Do not use what we've got here as is. Okay, so for example, you can see here, I've got 125 what I call skeletons. Okay, so this one, viral giveaway post writer. This is good if you want to give away your custom GPTs in exchange for an email. Okay, to build your own audience, your own email list. This is really important because the money is in the list. Okay, this is where we can nurture people to go from cold leads to buyers in a very, very short sequence, autoresponder sequence that is proven to work. Okay. There are links for that. I'll put a link at the bottom of this doc after the webinar. I forgot to do so. Anyway, so what we've got here is what I call a skeleton. Okay, this is all these are meant to be. Do not use them as is. You've got to put your own sort of angles in there. So for example, this viral giveaway post writer, it's got the skeleton here that we need. But to take it further and make it a really useful tool, what you could do is you could take this and put it into the custom easy custom GPT builder. Okay, and you could add this to make it an even better tool, more useful. Generate bullet points for GPT that asks the users what platforms it wouldn't be generate bullet points. Okay, let me just take that off. I'll put it also. asks the users, my computer is really slow. Okay, also asks the users what platforms the giveaway is being posted. For example, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and generate posts specific to each platform and type of post. Okay, example, Instagram story and reels, YouTube shorts and posts promoting the shorts video, etc. Okay, so what this does is it takes it even further so that we can not just generate a generic post for giving away a GPT builder in exchange for an email, where we can build our own audience, our own email list, okay, our own traffic source. Essentially what it's doing is it's giving us the ability to get in one session or one click with that GPT the copy needed for posts, for different types of posts as well, for all those different platforms. Okay, so that way you're taking it further, you're making it even better. So you can put in here an example. Could be I'm giving away Tube Scraper, which is a Chrome extension. It scrapes all video data on a YouTube home feed to save that information before it disappears, etc., whatever Tube Scraper is doing. Okay, so if I want to give that away, then I can get all the social media posts written for me for each platform, specific, even down to what type of post I'm going to do. So if it's an Instagram, it could be for a story, it could be for a reel. If it's in YouTube, it could be for a YouTube Shorts headline description, and also it could be for a post within YouTube that is promoting that Shorts video. Okay, and that way we're taking it further, we're making it much better. Okay, so use these as skeletons, not as is. Always take them further. When I generated these, of course, I did use AI to help me to generate them. I couldn't do 125 in one session on my own otherwise, but it gave me some great ideas, and I just kept feeding it. You know, what kind of categories we wanted to do it for, like social media, for search engine optimization, for local marketing, etc. Okay. Okay, let's see if we've got any comments here. Okay, DK and Finn, getting ready for work. Okay, fine. You can watch the replay later. Hi, Paul. How are you? Okay, how to monetize is the biggest questions. You've been building custom GPTs for a while. I get that, Jim, but there's a lot of people here who have not. So I need to cover the basics here first, and then we'll get into the second session, and we'll cover the monetization. Okay. And there's going to be elements to this that are relevant to monetization anyway, building your own audience with this stuff. Okay, so combining giveaway posts with viral content pilot links, and everybody got access to a light version of viral content pilot, which means you can, with one link, you can get people to opt in with a real email and get them onto your email list just by sharing that giveaway link in social media. Okay, so what we'll do in the second session is we'll look at the traffic strategies that we can use as well. Okay, so there's going to be elements of that, but there's a lot of people here and who's going to be watching the replay who haven't come across GBTs as a method for them to build lead magnets in literally 2 minutes. Okay, so I need to cover for them as well. Let's come back to the doc over here. Okay, so expand on these. It's really important. Now, another thing we should be doing is setting up some kind of a social listening system. Okay, if you are in the Fight Back Traffic Systems WhatsApp group, you know that we covered social listening. The first thing I covered in the whole complete system was social listening. Here's an example here. I don't know if you can see these properly. Maybe I'll try and open them in a new, no, I can't open in a new window, a new tab. But this is what I saw on my telephone notifications this morning. Okay, this was just waiting for me. There's a lot here from Substack. There was also a lot there from you and from Gmail as well. And these are basically from people I follow on Substack and some people that I've signed up to newsletters. Okay, so this guy here, how to make ads that add value. Now, what I've been doing recently, what I've been testing, is taking these kind of posts, these kind of informational posts, okay, and basically copying articles or copying YouTube videos or copying newsletters that come into my inbox and putting that into the custom GPT builder, okay, and saying like, I need, actually putting into ChatGPT first and saying I need bullet points for what I want a custom GPT to do if I was to copy this strategy exactly the way that they have outlined with their case study, with their method, whatever is they're sharing. Okay, then I can get the bullet points and I can go and create a custom GPT from it. Okay, over the past few days, I've done that for an article that Neil Patel wrote about how to write CTAs, like psychology, science approach to writing calls to action that actually get clicks. Okay, I made a custom GPT from that. Okay, there was some other ones as well that I was able to do, and this basically gives me information here that I could actually have created if I wanted 3 custom GPTs that are really useful tools for me to use, for other people to use as well. All before I finish my second cup of coffee in the morning. Okay, it's that quick and that easy to be able to do. Okay, so set up a social listening system, and that means you're going to follow some people on places like Twitter or X, as some people call it. Okay, on YouTube, follow the people you follow on Twitter. Most of them you will find have got newsletters. Okay, sign up for the newsletters. Many are on Substack. Download the Substack mobile app, and you will get things like this every single day. Okay, and you've got some great ideas in here. How to turn best posts into course-selling ads. Pick better problems to solve with problem chain framework. You could create custom GPTs that are tools that actually help people to be able to do stuff. Okay, so GPTs can become something really useful, so that when you do want to give them away, then they've got some real value there that you can put a very, very strong hook, a pain solution kind of hook, and that's going to be able to help you to build your audience that you can monetize later as well. I can see, I've got a screen over here for anybody who hasn't been on my webinars before. I've got a screen over here as well, and where I've got the chats. Okay. And where's the light version of the viral content pilot? I'll give this document, it's got the links at the end. I'm not going to give the document right now because last time I did that, everybody went off in a rabbit hole and I was sat talking to myself for an hour. Okay, so I'll give you that at the end of this session. Okay, and there's going to be a link there to be able to go and get that. Okay, and the links are at the bottom of this doc. Okay, let's see. Okay, so if I pick 3 pain solution ideas from here, okay, if I was just looking for 3 pain solution ideas from here, here's one here: pick better problems to solve with problem chain framework. That would make a fantastic GPT. Okay, and how to turn your best posts into course selling ads. That could be very, very good. So you can take a bunch of blog posts and turn it into a course and run ads for it, etc. as well. And these kind of things are very, very quick, very, very easy to do. And that is everything that this tool was built to be able to achieve. Okay, the real engine being the custom instructions generator, but I built it so that anybody, regardless of their experience or knowledge of building GPTs or prompting or prompt engineering or whatever, was able to knock these out. Okay, so that kind of levels the playing field for everybody as well. Okay, but what if we want to take it further? You can tap into other people's content like articles, newsletters, and also videos as well. I'm going to do a demonstration on that in a second. And basically, especially with YouTube, we can tap into people's expertise in a different way. Okay, here's what I mean. Okay, if you find a video that is from somebody who is talking from their expertise, their experience, their case studies about the methods they've used that work for them, okay, you're able to tap into them, not just in the sort of format of what an article we give you, but also in their natural tone, okay, the way they speak, the way they explain things, the way they might use specific sort of terminology or the way that they present the style and tone, etc. You can tap into that more with video transcripts because it's quicker and easier for the GPT to understand the style and tone that is needed, okay? So if you are using, for example, in here, if you're using the Pro version and you're putting in custom GPT with YouTube video, what it's doing is it's going to grab that transcript from the YouTube video and combine it with bullet points, so you can steer the way that you want the GPT to work, okay? And combine it with that. Then you can create custom GPTs that are built on other people's expertise, but that expertise and experience is sort of coming through when it's being built as well, okay? And that's basically tapping into their expertise, authority, etc. as well. Now, I used to do this with the SEO stuff, and I still do actually, but this takes things to another level. So if you are using content that you want to use, you want to give a content upgrade, something at the end of the content to build your list. For example, if I write a post about how to create calls to action like Neil Patel did, and I put at the end a content upgrade, which is something I give away in exchange for an email, then that makes a perfect combination where we're able to take AI generated content to both write the article and also to be able to give something away that's going to build our email list. But how do you write in human terms? Okay, how do you humanize it? Very quick and very easy. What I did is went into YouTube. Okay, I searched my home feed and I found this video. Okay, humanize ChatGPT content and free prompt, it works. Okay, so this guy's basically given us information. He's even put it in here. And so what I've done is I've preloaded that inside the Easy Custom GPT Builder. Okay, and what I've done is I've added more to it. Okay, I'm not taking it just exactly as it is, but I'm taking it further as well. Okay, and I can basically tell it what I want it to do, and also that I wanted to create content that is suitable for specific platforms like Medium, my blog posts, and also for Facebook and subreddits, etc. Okay, so what I can do then, my computer is really slow. I don't know why it's lagging, but I'm going to try this anyway while I'm here, but I just hope it will not be too slow. I'll click on that and it goes over to the real engine, which is the custom GPT generator. And it's going to go ahead and build that. While that's working, I'm just going to come back over here. Okay. Now, one thing you want to do, as you start to build more and more of these, it's hard to keep a track of the custom GPTs. But thankfully, there's a really handy tool. Okay. And this tool is a free Chrome extension. It's not mine, somebody else built this, but it's actually really good. Okay. And it even gives you an option where you can monetize as well. Okay, it's called GPT Builder Tools. Okay, and what it does is it's going to create for you a list of all of your GPTs. Okay, it will tell you if anybody has given it reviews, etc., how many you've got, and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, all of that information is in there, and so you can keep a track on what you've got. Okay, and you can keep a track and sort, etc., by rating, by the description, by the name, etc. Okay, this is a really handy tool. Again, I'll put that link inside the document. Okay, this one is really important just to be able to keep up with what you've got going on. Okay, so in the past week or two, okay, this is the kind of tools that I've been building. Just to give you an idea, just to sort of whet your appetite and give you sort of an outlook on the things that you can be building. Okay, so ultimate SEO strategist. Okay, why this is good? Because it gets the people also ask questions for search engine optimization. Now there are tools that do that. Okay, there are premium tools, so it saves money by having this. Okay, and actually works pretty good. This one is for me for my YouTube ads, where I want to do single themed ad groups. Okay, we had built a tool to do that, a desktop tool that did that. I think we sold it for $97. Just think how much money you can save building these tools that actually do this kind of stuff. Video ad placement scout. I like to do channel placements if I'm doing YouTube ads, for example. So what that means is I can target specific videos, but better for me, I target the channels those videos came from, okay? And this basically allows us to have a large enough inventory when we're doing ads to keep the cost per view down, okay? Now there's tools that sell for $67 a month that do this, okay? I built one in 2 minutes. It's absolutely free. And guess what? It works really, really well, okay? If you are specific with what you're asking it, okay? I've got a Twitter ads, growth and audience building coach GPT, copywriting GPT based on Dustin McGroty's sales page copywriting, okay? I've got another one for Jack Duncan. I've got another one for someone else. These kind of tools are really good. I've made a lot of money with them, okay? I use them on my sales pages and they actually convert really, really well, okay? CTA Mastermind, that was a Neil Patel article one. Twitter giveaway hook and CTA writer. This one is really good. I spent a couple hours on this morning. For anybody who's watching this or the replay, you might feel that when you're posting into social media, you might feel a little bit of imposter syndrome. I used to feel that when I first started. So I built this custom GPT specifically for me, for those people, okay, for any kind of introverts, so people who've got doubts, etc. It's really important one, and it's actually really, really good. It's really high quality. You could spend a lot of time with that. It will dig really deep and help you to sort of reframe your thought process, etc. And there was another article I saw from Callaway, who is pretty big with YouTube marketing, like really big, and basically how they write their YouTube scripts, etc. Now, he would have a course probably upgrading at the end of that article. But what I did do was take the information that he did give away and turned it into a custom GPT as well. Again, a money saver, okay? Really useful tools that you can use in your own business and other people would appreciate having as well, okay? So these are sort of money saving tools as well for sales copy, placement tools, ad campaign summaries. You could do it for featured images and ad creatives. The people also ask one is pretty good. And, you know, you could find content analysis tools for YouTube and video marketing, etc. as well. Okay. So what I'll do is I'm going to continue with that little tool that I was building. Okay. So I've got my custom instructions generator. Yeah, my computer is slow. If you get any questions while we're waiting for this, I'll take them. Hi, Rob. Okay. Any questions, guys, you can ask. Okay, just waiting for this to load up. And hopefully by the end of this, we're going to have a really good GPT tool that we can put any article into and it will humanize it. Okay, based on this guy's video here. Okay, let me just, it's not too in a lot of important detail for us as well. Obviously, he's upselling something, so we need to be careful that it's not going to have a call to action for his product that is upselling. But, you know, a lot of this stuff you could just do from top of your head as well. I'm just giving an example here. Another good example I did recently was I found a video from Matt McGarry. It was about how to generate 10 grand a month from newsletters. And basically we broke that down into a checklist and it was able to create, you know, a really good checklist that we used at that time. The first time I did it was with Lead Blaster, so that we created this interactive Chrome extension checklist using Lead Blaster. But I also did a custom GPT version as well, which is really handy, really cool to use as well. So if you want to break down, like, how can I grow my newsletter? This is where I am now. This is my target audience, etc. It will dig deeper and deeper and deeper by being interactive. And, you know, the chat is back and forth, etc. So that it builds out more than the checklist. It builds it into a proper actual strategy that you can use. That kind of thing is useful. These are really useful tools. Let's see. I'm down to the end here. I wonder what's slowing my computer. Okay, usually if I've got Camtasia on, it slows it down, but not usually from StreamYard, so I'm just going to have to carry on with this. Okay, any questions at this point? No? Any questions at this point? Let me just check something, because this is talking about podcasts. I've taken the wrong video. This is about AI podcast, this video. So I'll just carry on with it anyway. Okay, I'll just carry on to build this out. Okay, anytime I'm using this, I find where it says designed to, okay, and I just basically take some clip of information from here as well. I'll do the humanizer one after the webinar, and I'll put it into this doc as well, okay. Just take an image here. Of course, I've got to put in here, get started. Really quick and easy. And I'll choose these in case I need them later. I spoke to Ben Fletcher the other day. He was trying to make one, and he said it keeps giving citations. We kind of figured out in the end it's because it had the web search on here. Okay, so if you want something that's not going to use citations and it keeps popping them up, you have to come into the edit, okay, inside your custom GPT editor, okay. And what you can do is you can uncheck web search, and that way you can bypass that. So let me just check I've got everything here. All my instructions are here. Get started. Got my image. Everything is here. I'm just going to click on create the GPT and save it. And we will have a GPT. Very quick, very easy. And it's tapping into other people's knowledge that they have basically put into a video. So they've obviously prepared to do the video, and we can tap into that and turn that information that you would typically just kind of soak in, you would soak up and maybe not do anything with it, forget about it. What you're doing then is you're turning it into a tool, which is great for anybody. So click on the get started button, make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. And anytime you want to change anything, just go to your GPT. You can click up here where it's got the name of it. Okay, and you can click on edit the GPT if you want to fix anything, change anything, etc. Okay, so basically it's telling us what it can do, and it wants a transcript to be able to break it down across 8 podcasting categories. So that one's a podcast indication kind of posting tool. Okay, so excuse me, Mike, I'm looking to build a lead magnet giveaway tools for home services contractors to help them get more repeat customers. Okay, what can we do with that? Home services contractors, what kind of services are they doing? You could build content around that. The best thing to do with that kind of thing is to write something into AI, whether it's ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, etc., and just say, I want to build a series of GPTs. Give me some ideas. Okay, maybe I should build a GPT for that. Like, just give me some ideas what I can do for this local client, what would work, and let the AI assist you. It can do that really, really well. Okay, I'm looking over there because the chat's over there and I forget the camera's here. And that's the way I would do it. So if you have that conversation with an AI, within a chat thread, etc., then you can sort of tweak that conversation and steer it the way you want to be able to get those ideas. So it might give you some generic ideas and you think, no, I need it to be more specific and to be able to sort of meet the most common questions asked about specific type of services. A lot of people will search for sort of DIY solutions and then end up going to get a contractor to do stuff and just get a guy to do it for them. So what kind of information would they be searching for? Okay, get all that information from the AI when it comes to local marketing. I did do some local marketing stuff section with this stuff over here with the 125. Let's see what we got here. For local marketing, we did, yeah, see what we got. Business audits. This is reputation manager, local services page builder, etc., etc. You could, just dig in deeper with AI. These are more for you to use to attract local businesses, okay? More so than sort of client-orientated custom GPTs. But, I went on to Fiverr the other day, and there's people selling custom GPTs, some of them $100 each. So I'm guessing there's a good market for that, for local marketing. If you wanted to offer that, you could even, just tell people that I'll do the first one for free, and here's what we can do with it, and get AI to help you to write some kind of a proposal, and use it to get your feet in the door, okay, to build that opening dialogue where you can do your upselling, etc. I mean, it takes 2 minutes to build them, so might as well take advantage of it. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That gives some good ideas. If you're able to do that across and get some case studies, get some testimonial, then that's going to help you if you want to jump into other sort of niches or verticals as well. I don't really know much about local marketing stuff as much as what I used to do when I first started this stuff. I actually studied with local marketing, but there's how did people get in here? I don't know. I've got some people in here already. Okay, I'll share this document. I used to do stuff with local marketing before. I'm not that up to date with local marketing stuff anymore, but AI is able to help you quite a lot. I'm going to put this in here. This is doc, right? If you scroll down to the bottom of this doc, okay, you're going to see, it's not that doc, it's this one. That's why there was people in there. Gave you the wrong doc. I gave you the 125 doc. Okay, let's give you this one. Click on done. Okay, this is the doc from this that I'm reading from here. Okay, from the webinar notes. Okay, don't go down a rabbit hole. Yeah, okay. We will. You've got in here some free tools. Okay, there's 2 tools in here. There's viral content pilot light. Okay, when we come over here, this is what you will see when you click on the link. Okay, it's a viral content pilot link. You will actually see it in action, how it works. Okay, and when you confirm the opt-in, then it will take you here, and you can click here, and that goes over to Warrior Plus that delivers the license key for you. Okay, for viral content pilot, so everything is automated to send to you. The same with Chip Scraper as well. Chip Scraper is a really handy little tool where if you're in your YouTube home feed, for example, if I click to watch any of these videos, then everything that's here now will not be the same the next time I come back to it. Okay. So what I want to do is just grab all of the video data from here so I don't lose anything, because sometimes there's really good, interesting videos and I can't find them anymore later. So I built it for me to solve that problem. Okay. And what it will do is it will give you the title, the URL, the channel name, how many views, and when it was uploaded. Okay. And you can save it to a CSV in 2 clicks. Okay. So there's 2 free tools here. Okay. And plus what I've done is I've put in here links to some recent GPTs that I've been building. Okay. Now, I definitely would recommend, no matter what your level is of internet marketing, use this imposter syndrome one. Okay. It's actually much more. Okay. I went down a rabbit hole with this today after I built it. It's really, really good. I mean, really good. And it's helped me to map out my whole sort of next steps of my business or what I'm doing with the fight back traffic systems and the WhatsApp group and all that kind of stuff. Went down a real big rabbit hole. And I was really happy at the end of it because I came up with some clear ideas and new ideas as well. I would advise anybody to use that regardless of your level of internet marketing, how confident you are to sort of enter into a space that's kind of dominated with people who have got sort of really polished end products that you see, and you compare it to your behind the scenes stuff. Okay, it gives you that kind of frame, that kind of mental framing for that kind of stuff. It's actually a very, very good GPT for that. It's a tool. It's more than a tool. It's actually like a really strong assistant to help you to come up with strategy for going forward, etc. as well. Okay, I really recommend that one. The other stuff in here is very good as well. If you're doing videos, this Callaway one is very good. Okay, this is how they write scripts that get a lot of views. Okay, it's a complete breakdown, and it will tell you. It will take you on a journey to be able to get a script for being able to do that. Okay, if you're into search engine optimization, simple little tool, but really useful for getting ideas for content, finding people. Also ask if you're into YouTube ads. These two in combination are very, very good. Okay, where you can get low cost ads. I'm talking like very, very low cost per view, under 1 cent each, even if you're targeting United States and Canada, UK, etc. Okay, there's some good stuff in here. Let's see what else. Okay, how do we hand the input fields on Easy Custom GPT Builder as for CTA and website, and when we're building this for ourselves? Okay, we covered this in the video, but this third one, leave it as it is. I might ask him to remove it. This is basically going to be the text that goes above what we put up here. Okay. For the CTA, this is going to be the CTA that you want to appear at the end of every output of your GPT responses. So if I've got a GPT that is, for example, this imposter syndrome one, every time it does a sort of answer, then it's going to put the CTA at the bottom. Okay, so you just put in here what you want that call to action to be. Okay, if you don't know how to write a CTA, use this tool here, the one I've, the GPT here. Okay, it's very good. It does what it's supposed to do. It's built on Neil Patel's article about psychology-based CTAs that get people to take action. Okay, and here you just put in the link where you want them to go. Okay, very, very simple. And this last button, it says for product sales page, but actually you can put in YouTube video URL here as well. So if you want to do it from an article or you want to do it from a video, you can do that as well. This is the pro version I've got here, obviously. So that's still working in combination with the bullet points. Okay, you can do it all with the bullet points, but it's just quicker, easier, handier, gives you more options, lets you tap into other people's expertise, etc. if you've got the YouTube an article upgrade version. Okay, so okay. Let's see if we get any more questions. Okay, what I want to cover in the next session is the monetization aspect. Now, by then, and the reason I don't want to dig too deeply into today is because I'm still building it out. Okay, this is for doing social giveaways. Okay, not just Twitter, not just Twitter. We can do it on Facebook, we can do it on Instagram, we can do it on TikTok. One of the things that I've discovered over the past couple of weeks is Creatify. Okay, this is really good for doing these really short but really good videos. I'm going to play one that I built for Tube Scraper. So hopefully you can hear this when it starts to play. And this. Okay. Nice little short video. Imagine you're posting that into social media, okay? And you've got a viral content pilot link underneath, and you've got some text as well that starts with a strong hook that is user focused, okay? Not about my great GPT, it's about how this GPT helps them, okay? These can work really well, okay? Now, it's not the least expensive video maker tool, but it's so easy to use. And these videos are actually very good. It wrote the script, everything as well. What I did is when I asked for information about the product, okay, I gave it the sales page. And also what I did is I replaced the information that it generated, okay, with a prompt for a video script. Oh, sorry, not with a prompt, with an actual video script that I got from ChatGPT. And I put that in, okay, that I replaced their information with an actual script, and then it rewrote the script, okay? And this is what I ended up with, okay? And I haven't tried it yet more because I've been going down rabbit holes to try to figure out systems and how they're going to work, how I'm going to be able to put them together, etc., for the social media stuff, giving these away, because I really believe that there's a lot of scope for being able to build an audience quite quickly by giving away tools. Okay, lots of people are giving away great information. If we have a look on Twitter, for example, let's just open up Twitter unless I've got it open. Yeah, I've got it open over here. Let's bring this over. We go into Twitter. If you're part of the WhatsApp group and you've been at my recent webinars, you've seen this before, but you will see people giving away stuff all the time. Look at the engagement they're getting, 376 likes. That's 376 people that are engaging with this post with the intent to get whatever it is he's giving away. In this case, it's how to build a DeepSeek AI agent in 10 minutes, okay? And how he made $16,000 for a restaurant, okay? So this is the kind of engagement people are getting, okay, just by giving stuff away. And this guy is basically talking about ads strategy, again, a giveaway, okay? And this guy giving away how to make money with AI. Look at the amount of engagement these people are getting, okay? These are anybody who's engaging, they're engaging so that they can get this giveaway. And what happens is they will send a DM, a direct message, to anybody who replies to them. And you can automate that with specific tools like Tweet Hunter or Hype, Fury. And it can all be automated. And so it sends that direct message with access. Now, if we're doing a direct message with access and we are sending them a viral content pilot link, then we're getting the email as well, okay? And the viral content pilot link, you just basically copy the link after you've set up your campaign. It takes less than a minute, okay? I'm not going to cover that today because when you go to get the free version, if you haven't already got viral content pilot, you will find videos there that show you how to use it, okay? It's very quick, very easy. You don't need any landing pages. It's just the link that opens up a kind of a landing page in itself. It's got a countdown timer and it's got strong sort of hook and call to action, etc., there, okay? So what they're doing is they're building audiences from this. Now, if we're able to do this on a regular basis and consistently, we can only build, okay? It can only keep growing as people start to realize that you are the person who's giving away really useful tools, especially if you're doing tools that are strong tools that help people. If we do this with a sort of pain solution kind of GPT building tool that you want to build, okay? People have problems. Here's the solution, okay? People don't want to spend $67 a month on a YouTube placement tool. Here's a free solution, okay? That sounds like really good value, okay? Because they're getting it for free. But if you do it consistently and you start to get known for it, you will get followers. But better than followers, they will start to sign up to get these things from you and get onto your email list, okay? They'll get onto your email list. And this is where we make the money. The money is in the list, okay? That's nurturing, taking the people from cold leads to buyers, okay? It's a journey. It can be done quite quickly, but it's got to be done, okay? It's not going to be done on social media like that guy I told you about on TikTok. Okay. It's done properly like this, by giving value repeatedly, consistently, and you keep building up. People recommend you to other people, and more people share, reshare, and you start to get noticed. Okay. This is not hard to do. Okay. This is easy and really, really simple. With that custom instructions generator, which is the engine behind all of this, because it's been tweaked and improved over time, and it does produce really good stuff. As you'll see when you test some of these. Okay. Let's see if we get any more questions before we finish up. You're not able to hear? Oh, for the video. Okay. This video, I think I put it on YouTube. Bear with me a second. Let's see if I go into YouTube Studio over here. Okay, it's a really good script, and it's a really good video for something that was created in, literally 2 minutes as well. You could have something like that. This takes your posting to a higher quality as well. Okay, so you're giving away quality tools with quality copy, and also a quality video that can capture attention. It's short enough, but it's interesting enough for people to stay on it. Okay, let's just go to content over here. And I'll grab that video URL because I put it onto YouTube earlier as unlisted. I'm in the wrong account here. Just switch account. Okay, if you get any more questions before we finish up, guys, now would be the time to ask them. And this can give us like nice little systems that anybody can do, like high quality as well, so that we can post consistently without stress, without it being hard. It just makes it super simple to do. And for some reason, I've not got my usual account showing in here. Okay, it's got to be here. It's got to be. Okay, I'm going to have to add it then. Just give me a second. This computer is slow today. I think I'll move back to my older computer that I actually got after this one. It's got a little bit more power in it. Okay, so give me a second. This is loading up on the other screen. It's going to ask for verification. Then I can get that URL. So if you get any questions, put them in now. I still want to get to YouTube. I don't care about the suspicious activity. I didn't think to put this, to open this beforehand. It must be something in StreamYard that's slowing it down, because I don't have anything else on that would really slow us down. I've just got a couple of windows open here. Again, just going back to that. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to put that into the doc after this webinar, because it's switched back again to the channel I was on previously. It flagged me for suspicious activity. Let's just check one more time if it's needing me to. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm going to have to do it afterwards. Okay, but the video is actually really good. Okay, it comes across very natural. Okay, it's very quick and easy to do as well. All right, let's see if we get any final questions before we wrap up. Can you show how to create a site that hosts a GBT that users pay to access? I'm not going to build a website with monetization on it on the webinar. What you can do is you can create an offer in Warrior Plus, for example, that sells stuff. Okay, I always use third-party platforms, and that tool as well that I shared with you inside that doc. Okay, this tool here, GPT Builder Tools, it's got monetization options as well. I haven't dug into it because it's not really the type of approach I want to do personally, but they've got monetization options when you sign up for an account with them. Okay, where you can sell custom GPTs. I rather give them away and build the audience up with a specific strategy of being consistent with giving away some tools where I can upsell them other stuff. Now, I've got probably a different business model from everybody else in the sense, from most people, I should say, not everybody else, in the sense where I'm building tools and I'm selling my softwares and I'm building email lists that I monetize with affiliate marketing. So, you know, we regularly promote affiliate offers, promote our own tools. About once a month, we will do a webinar for somebody else's product. I think the last one that we did was Ben Fletcher at $9.97, where I can make like 50% commissions, $500 commissions, etc. So I'm interested in building the audience and monetizing that audience later with systems I've already got in place for the monetization. But for building a website where you sell them, use a service like this, or use a platform like even Warrior Plus. You can put in either free custom GPTs, and then you can redirect them afterwards to a thank you page that they can access that, and you can just have information there about offering to buy a bundle. You can set up a funnel within Warrior Plus and take them to an upsell page, and even upsell number 2, number 3, number 4, etc. I'm not going to get deep into that kind of stuff for this. I think maybe Stephanie at some point, she'll probably do some mini course on setting up Warrior Plus stuff, but you can find that information. It's not hard to do. It's very quick and easy. Otherwise, you use platforms like Samcart or Gumroad. There's loads of videos online on YouTube for that kind of thing. Thrivecart is another one. I prefer to use the platforms to make it easy for an existing audience to be able to find the stuff that I'm doing. Like Warrior Plus JVs is kind of perfect. ClickBank can work really well, depending on the price point, whether you're going to get affiliates there. But for kind of low cost stuff, Warrior Plus is pretty solid, and you can get found on there in their marketplace as well. All right. All right, guys. I think unless you get any more questions, I think we're just going to finish up here. Okay. Now we're back and going to do the monetization session in a couple of days. Okay, I think on the 18th. Let me just check. 18th might be my time because I'm 11 hours ahead of New York, so 11 hours ahead of Eastern time. So if it says 18th here, it's probably 17th for you in the evening. Okay, in 3 days, 18th, 9 p.m. to me, so it's going to be like 10 a.m. US, New York, Central Eastern time. That's the link. Okay, all you need to do is click on the notify button. Okay, and that will notify you whenever we're ready. Okay, so one more thing, our a mini site content pilot customer, we've got a webinar as well for that. I put the link in the doc, so you can join us in that webinar for that new WordPress template. I've delayed putting it out because we've been trying to decide the best way to ship it out to everybody at one time, because at the moment what we're doing is we're getting the WP admin details. We are going in and uploading it manually, and we've got a lot going on right now. So what I wanted to do was find a more efficient way to do it. And also I've been testing stuff for the links being produced by the AI. I'm trying to get the prompt down so that it's accurate. Okay, if I can crack that, then it can go with the new WP template so that everything is easy to work. So I've delayed putting that out. I've even delayed doing the videos for it. I was going to do videos yesterday, but we had a thunderstorm here as well. And the thunderstorms here sounds like the sky is breaking at times. It's really, really loud. I've never had anything like that before. I came to Thailand, so I knew what was going to happen if I started to record videos. But what we'll do is we'll cover it all in the session that we've got scheduled, and there will be videos done before that. I'm just really trying to figure out the proper prompts that we can use to make sure that we get the links generated properly within the context of the articles. Okay, contextual links for the internal linking stuff. It's really important, and it can save us a whole lot of time. But I have managed to automate the homepage and section page info so that that is nice and quick and easy. We will cover that on Wednesday. Okay. All right. We're no longer selling the mini sites. It was a tool called Mini Site Content Pilot. I know that we've got customers in here for that who are waiting for the updated WordPress template that we built from that, but we stopped selling it now. Okay, tool's working fine. We started to do a done for you service, but I've even put that on hold for now while I'm building out my systems for the giveaways, etc. All right. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you on the next session, whether it's for Mini Site Content Pilot, if you're a Mini Site Content Pilot customer. If not, then I'll see you on the 18th for the money making session for Easy Custom GPT Builder. Okay, thanks.